What's going on, man? As you can see, I am not using the terrible tablet. I am using a new iPhone. So, you know, the Black Friday sale, my wife and I got new iPhones. So the new iPhone 11, it was due. I had an iPhone 6 and it had like no storage left, and it was just absolutely like it's kind of crazy. I'd come home from work. Actually, let's go backtrack. I would come home from the gym with maybe 10% battery life after having 100 to start the day. And now I'm coming home with like 60, 70%. Like, it's just crazy. The battery's so amazing and the phone's so much better. I have so much more room, so much more data. It was like a 16 gig iPhone 6. This is like 128 gig iPhone 11. I don't know what all that means, but all I know is that this is amazing, and so hopefully I can start giving you the high quality video that you deserve. All right, man, we'll get right into it. Week 20, only 3 lifts to show you. 380 double on safety squat bar squat, 530 double on deadlift, 380 double on safety squat bar squat. Trying to think here. Both the squats were fine. There's nothing really to report there. This week I hit a 385 double, so that's cool. The deadlift was good. The platform was taken, so I deadlifted out on the floor and had to like the gym owners kind of anal about like not, you know, lowering the weights hard on their gym floor, which I get because there's holes in their floor. So I had to lower it really slow, and usually that affects my performance. It kind of like tires me out a bit, but I blew up that 530 double. So that was an overall really good deadlift day. So a little bit of back pain, but not bad, like I said. So tomorrow I'm gonna go for a 535 double, which will be an all-time PR. That'll get me into the 620, I think ish, estimated 100 max range, like 622 or something like that. So yeah, all-time PR. That'll be pretty sweet. As far as how I feel, my shoulder feels okay. I'm not doing any bench this week. I'm gonna bench starting next week. The plan is to hit 270 whatever an estimated warrant max of 270 is next week, and then increase that by 5 pounds every week until it comes meet week, and by that time it should be up to 300, because it'll be 6 weeks of increasing at 5 pounds a week, and then with the goal of going to the meet and hitting somewhere between a 290 and 300 bench, which would be a 10 to 20 pound PR. That's the ideal scenario right there. I don't know, let me know what your thoughts are on safety squat bar. My thought is we keep it in on day 1 until the week of the meet, and then obviously I would have to comp squat that Monday before the meet. But otherwise, personally, I would feel comfortable keeping safety squat bar in both days until I'm 4 weeks out, and then when I'm 4 weeks out, hitting 4, you know, back to back to back to back comp squat day 2s. Obviously, and then the week of the meet, it would be a day 1 comp squat. Just because I went 6 weeks, I think. I was looking back on my training, it was 6 weeks without comp squatting, safety squat bar both days, and like when I went back to comp squat, it felt like a freaking paperweight, and it felt really easy, and it was really easy. So the transfer, I think, between safety squat bar and comp squat is really good. But at the same time, if you can comp squat, I should comp squat. But I'm just trying to think of the safest way to do this. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I could always start comp squatting next week, the same week that I bench. My plan is on bench 2 is day 1, I'm going to comp bench. Day 2 is the 3-2-1 tempo board. And then day 3, it just depends on how I feel. I'll either board or I'll comp, or if it's really bad, I'll do nothing. But at least I'm going to bench 2 times a week, and then, like, unless it's really bad, I'm going to bench that 3rd day. Hopefully comp bench that 3rd day, but if not, I'll just board. So glute feels fine. Low back feels fine. Yes, I called you T-Sizzle. I forgot you're a Ravens fan there for a second. T-Sizzle, Terrell Suggs. I think he's still in the league. Last I knew he was playing for the Cardinals. Terrell Suggs is awesome. The Ravens, man, I keep forgetting you're a Ravens fan. Like, are you pumped right now? Like, you have to be pumped, dude. Like, Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram, like, they got a dynamic duo going on there in Baltimore. I love watching Mark Ingram run. He is just an angry, angry man, and I love it. I like that team. That's a cool team. They're just a team full of just pissed off dudes that want to kind of us against the world type mentality. I think it's pretty sweet. I wrote down that you should be exercising here soon. I think you might have started exercising this week. If not, you are going to start exercising next week with your home videos, yoga, light dumbbell work, high reps, low weight. Hopefully that's going well if you've started it so far. Kind of curious what your body weight was, because I know you said you were trying to get down to a 93, and curious how that was going. And I think you said you were going to do a meet in 2020. And I was curious if you were going to do that in 93. Dude, you got to tell me more about your football coaching. I was kind of curious, like, when you started doing that and kind of just where you coached. I think you said you coached at because you played college football. I think you coached there. But yeah, kind of curious who you coached to, if you were like a position coach or assistant or whatever you were. That's pretty sweet, man. That's dope. And I was kind of curious if you'd ever consider going back to that, or if you're kind of dead set on at least for now, on the online training thing and powerlifting. Talk about Bama. Bama got freaking rocked by Auburn. But I don't know what happened to Bama's defense. That did a complete 180. They can't stop anybody now. Pretty crazy. Bama dropped to like 12th in the playoff ranking, which is wow. I mean, I don't remember the last time they were outside the top 4. It's just nuts. You hurt my soul by saying that you knew Iowa State. The Pat Anger linebacker at Hawkeyes, man. The Hawkeyes, I hate them. I hate them so much. I was an Iowa State fan, and like in high school, we had a lot of Iowa fans that were just super cocky, and it made me hate Iowa even more and their fans. I can't stand Iowa. But yeah, man, conference championships for college football this weekend. Who you got winning the title? I think, gun to my head, I'd probably take Ohio State. Some people are considering them like a top 5 team all time, which I don't know if I'd go that far. Like, that's pretty crazy, but they haven't been challenged at all this entire year, so should be interesting. I think people are sleeping on Clemson. Like, they're ranked 3rd. I think people have been sleeping on them all year because they haven't played anybody, but that's a really good team. I'm pretty sure, like, Trevor Lawrence will show up. ETN, their running back, show up. LSU's amazing. I love Ed Orgeron, their coach. I don't know if you've heard if you know him very well, but my dad is actually a big USC fan. Ever since like growing up, he just loved watching them in the Rose Bowl, so he kind of grew a liking to them. And like, Ed Orgeron was an assistant for USC, and then he was the interim coach, and he like won out except for like one game, and then they got rid of him and you probably don't know this, but got Steve Sarkisian, who turned out to be a drunk, and then they got Clay Helton, who's terrible. And like, USC should be an amazing football team every year. Southern California, have all the facilities, have all the money. In SoCal, in like LA, like that's just unbelievable. But yeah, Ed Orgeron's the freaking man. I can't believe Bryce was in first flight in Worlds. That is crazy. I'm sure he's probably never been in a first flight ever in his life. And I'm looking forward to his video. Said he silvered in deadlift, which is pretty sweet, but could have probably hit gold if he would have known what he had to hit. So that is frustrating, but looking forward to his video. So, all right, man, hope you're doing well, and hope you enjoy the high quality iPhone 11 footage. Talk to you later, buddy.